This week we are going through two chapters. Chapter 13 deals with views and chapter 9 deals with functions. You are going to want to read through both chapters in the book, and you'll notice that we have assignments from both chapters. The chapter on views is really short, so it will not take you very long to go through views. And the function chapter is not super difficult, although there's a lot of functions. So start with chapter 9, read that, then go through the lecture demo. The lecture demo does go through all of the string functions. And when you see a link like this, feel free to check it out because that will give you additional practice. But you can see there's lots of different string functions. And then we have lots of number functions and date functions and so on. So this is basically showing you how to use all of the built-in functions that come with SQL. For the textbook assignment, there is a little wages script that you're going to want to download and run. It's a little, I believe it's a text file, so you can just copy and paste. We're actually adding a wages table to the example database. And you'll notice there's a lot of null values in here. And kind of doing this on purpose so that you can practice some of the different functions that are available. So you will go into the textbook assignment. You'll notice that I've got all of the different videos up on the top. And then we've got the different exercises that you are going to work through. The purpose of this is to get you acquainted with the different types of functions that are available in SQL. The lab assignment requires that you create your own functions. So pay close attention in the textbook assignment because you're going to be making up your own queries with functions in the lab assignment. In the past, the choose function, using the case function with grouping and rollup have been a little confusing for people. So I did include videos on that to help you out. And when you come into the lab assignment, you'll notice that each task is kind of centered around a different group of functions. And you have to come up with 2 string functions of your own. For the number functions, you have to create a query that uses a rand function and then another query that uses any numeric function. So you pick. And you have to have 2 queries that use date and time functions. Okay, so you can kind of come through here and pretty much read what you need to do and what you need to create. And there are plenty of examples in the lecture demo, in the book, and in the textbook assignment. Once you are done with chapter 9, you're going to move on to chapter 13. This is a pretty short chapter. So you're going to read the chapter in the book. You're going to go through the lecture demo. And basically, a view is a query that you have created and saved as a view. And once you save it, it is a database object that you can then access and run. So you're basically saving your select queries so that you can run them again. And this tells you the syntax on how to do it and gives you some examples. And then you can see the syntax for basically running the view, how to retrieve the data using the view, how to update data using a view, how to insert, delete, all of that kind of fun stuff. So this whole thing is a summary of creating and using views. And the textbook assignment is going to give you practice doing just that. You'll create views and modify the views. And then you will be inserting, modifying data, displaying data using those views as well. And kind of pay attention to the difference between an updatable view and one that has a limited update. Okay, typically, if you aren't using a join and you don't have any aggregate functions, it's just a straight select. It is an updatable view. So as you go through here, you'll be creating all sorts of different views and then utilizing them to, this one is actually updating data, but you'll also be retrieving and displaying data through the view. The lab assignment is basically part of your term project. You are going to be creating views in your term project. So you need 4 views. One of the views has to be updatable, and then the other 3 can be whatever you want. And you're going to be using the updatable view to modify data in at least one column of a table. So that is the lab assignment. I am giving you an example for one of my fake little databases on how I did this, just so you can get an idea. And you'll submit that. Down under resources, you'll notice that I have some resources for functions and I have resources for views. I've got some little cheat sheets here that you might want to take a look at. And that is all the work that we are going to do before spring break. So I hope you guys have an awesome spring break. If you run into problems or you have questions, please let me know. I will be having my normal live stream office hours on the 27th because spring break doesn't start till the 28th. So if you're working on this, trying to get this in on time, just know that I will be in my live stream hours from 7 to 10 p.m. and you can certainly come in and get some help.